Hello everyone, right here, and today we are going to be looking back at Curse of Chucky. Curse of Chucky is the first Chucky movie to not release in theaters. Yep, straight to DVD, released 10 years after the bomb that was Seed of Chucky. In my last video, we talked about Seed of Chucky. Now, if you missed that video and are interested in my thoughts on the movie, you can check the description of this video to go watch it. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for so you don't miss out on any more. We got one more movie to do after this, and it's been a journey. I've been really enjoying making these videos, so hope you guys are enjoying these too. Without any further ado, though, let's jump right into Curse of Chucky. So, Curse of Chucky is a return to form film. Don Mancini really took the criticism from Seed and really delivered with this film. Safe to say, Curse of Chucky is phenomenal. Like, nothing else to say. Like I've been saying throughout these series, Child's Play 1 and 2 balance Chucky's horror and comedy side really well. Curse does it as well, in my opinion, kind of better, honestly. We're introduced to the best addition to the Chucky franchise, Nika Pierce, our main character for this movie and the next one. A dope disabled girl played by the real life daughter of Brad Dorff, Fiona Dorff. Nika is so sick, and I love her character so much. Like, honestly, love her kind of a little bit more than Andy, but Andy's legacy, so will be a little bit higher, but I love Nika, basically. With Curse of Chucky, it's back to basics. The movie is a slow burn. It's like Child's Play 1, where we are waiting for the moment that Chucky finally revealed himself. He's slowly killing off everyone one at a time. And the kills this time are much more bloody and way sicker this time around. The praise doesn't stop there. I have much more to praise about this film. So let's take a look at what I dislike first. First, the retcon. In Curse, it's revealed that Charles Lee Ray was obsessed with Nika's mom. That I don't have a problem with that. But so much that it's insinuated that he killed Nika's husband and then Nika's mom's husband, right? And then kidnapped her while she was pregnant, and he was with her the night that he died in the original movie. Yet in the first movie, we see him already on the run with Eddie, his partner. I mean, I guess you could make an argument and say that Nika's mom somehow called the cops and he fled and then let Eddie know he was being chased by the cops, so that he met him there. But that no, in the first movie, it seems like Eddie doesn't even know that the cops are chasing Charles, because when he turns around, Norris is chasing Charles and he flees. So it just doesn't make any sense. It's a retcon. Nothing else about it. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't align with the original film. Like I said with the Bride of Chucky review, with Charles with the amulet, him holding the amulet, it wasn't in the original film, but you could kind of overlook the retcon in Bride and be like, oh, okay, I could see it. Maybe he had it in his pocket or something, whatever, right? Even though they show him with a picture with him on it, with his necklace. But anyway, with that, you could kind of just overlook it. With this, you can't. It's obvious that he's trying to like Don is trying to make connections to the first movie. Um, yeah, it's just one thing. It's just the one thing I just don't like about this movie, because it just seems like Don Mancini threw this together. Like I said, he wanted a connection to the first movie, and sadly, Don. This isn't the first time Don tries this. He does it again with the Chucky TV series, which we'll get into that maybe. If, like I said, we'll see if we cover those. But yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about this movie. Anywho, besides that, this movie, in my opinion, is pretty flawless. It's terrifying, it's funny, the music, the camera work, everything is great from start to finish. One other thing is the side characters are very mid, but they're supposed to be. We're not supposed to be cheering for them. We're not supposed to care for Nika's sister or Nika's sister's husband or the babysitter or father friend. We're not supposed to care for those characters. We're supposed to be rooting for Nika, which Don does a really good job of making Nika such a likable character. Also, this movie kind of plays like a reboot. It has no throughout like the entire movie. There's like no connections to the previous films until the final act of the movie, and then that's when it's like, oh, Chucky starts, doing the exposition dump and stuff like that. Um, it's pretty cheeky, and I really like that. And let's see what else. Oh, speaking of the ending of the movie is insane. Like I said, the movie doesn't have any connections to the other films except for the final act of the movie, so it's like its own thing, but not really. Like we literally go from Chucky name dropping the Barkleys, then Andy's foster parents, and then we get Tiffany mailing two packages, one to Alice and then one to Andy. Which, yes, Andy shows up in the end of this movie as like a surprise MCU cameo, right? um, but yeah, the one he sends to Alice, Chucky ends up taking over Alice's body for the first time. He actually succeeds in taking over someone's body. And then the one to Andy, and then oh yeah, he gets his whole head blown off, or not his whole head, but half his freaking head blown off. Like, what? The ending of this movie is so insane. Oh yeah, and then freaking Nika gets committed to an insane asylum because of course no one's gonna think that a doll committed murder. So only person who could be there is her. So she gets committed. Like, oh, like it's what the hell in a good way. It sets up another movie while also being the first Chucky movie where he actually wins. He finally takes over someone's body. He commits Nika. He wins. He goes off scot free. He doesn't die. Yeah, like I say, he gets his head shotgunned, but he doesn't die, and he just keeps him captive. And it's a wild like last like 15 30 minutes I think. One of my favorite moments throughout this movie is when Chucky and Alice are together under the blanket, and it's like thunderstorming, and she's like, "Chucky, I'm scared," and then he finally reveals himself to the audience, and he says, "You should be," and just laughs. It is so terrifying and so funny in both ways. It is easily one of my favorite scenes in like all of Chucky.
Chucky, I'm scared.
You fucking should be.
Oh yeah, and I kind of glanced over it, but Jennifer Tilly's back. She's finally back after Seed of Chucky, and I mean I know it's only been one movie, but again you gotta think back then this was 10 years apart, right? So we had no idea if they were gonna address the ending of Seed at all because if you guys don't know, Seed of Chucky is like blacklisted. Like Don does not mention Seed of Chucky at all, except for Gigi until season 2 of Chucky. So Seed of Chucky is like doesn't exist. So we finally see Jennifer Tilly again, and again it's just like I was saying. Like originally I was like, okay, this ending sucks, but now that we're seeing more and more what they're doing, it's like okay, now the ending of Seed is actually pretty good. And yeah, with that, we're gonna wrap up here. My thoughts on our look back on Seed of Chucky, or it's not Seed, Curse of Chucky, and we'll jump right into the tier list. And as you can see, Curse of Chucky is honestly probably my favorite Chucky movie. Is it better than the original? Probably not. But in terms of my personal enjoyment with the movie, it has Nika, it has a horrifying, funny Chucky. Like I love the direction of the movie, how it leads to more while also being kind of its own thing. And it really is just a fantastic movie, and I honestly love it. While I was doing research for this movie, I saw that actually it's pretty divisive film. Not that many people like it. It's more split amongst the Chucky fans, which is kind of crazy to me. I mean, it's kind of like you know what it is? It's like Scream 5 or Scream 2022. It's like a back to basics movie. It's literally like the original movie. Scream 5 is like the original Scream. Curse of Chucky is literally just like a Child's Play 1, and they both, I guess you could say, don't need to exist, right? They could have both done something completely different instead of playing it safe. And I understand that, but honestly, like I said, just the reasons I love Scream 5, the characters, the story, it's great. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. Next up, our final movie on this journey, Cult of Chucky's next, and I can't wait to talk about that also because like I said, these two movies, Curse and Cult, are great in my opinion. So yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next time. On the next one.